Inside of this lecture, I'm going to be breaking down all of the super advanced things and nooks and crannies of Tapda projections, and everything that you need to know to be able to trade utilizing time and price and when they converge. Now, first thing I want to go over is Tapda projections, as this is honestly the most useful case of Tapda, and the times that's most important is during volatility injection times, right? 8:30, right? So 8:30 news, which is CPI, NFP, any sort of red folder at 8:30. 9:30, right? Market open. 10 a.m. These are going to be the times that you want to be monitoring Tapda for, because these are the times that your major reversals of the day are going to be taking place, right? So let's get into our first little example here. All we're going to do is we look at the calendar for the next day, or the morning of the day that you're going to be trading. If you have no news at 8:30, and let's say you only have some orange folder for the day, 9:30 is going to be like really your only volatility, or at least major volatility injection time, where the reversals are going to be taking place. So that's going to be a time that you want to be monitoring for a reverse take place, and that's where you want to know the price level that market's going to reverse at, right? So all we're going to do is, if 9:30 is going to be your major reversal time, we're going to take the 9 a.m. candle of the previous day and project that out. So let's take our projection out here, and as you can see, we've got the 9 a.m. candle here, which is going to project it out. Now, these are the fib settings that you want to have on, right? These are just going in halves, and then from 1.5 to 3, it's going up in quarters. Okay, this is very important, because the 1.5 to 3 is going to be like sort of your major reversal zones. These are going to be the price levels where your reversals are going to be appearing at, let's say, the times that you're going to be anticipating reversals take place. So let's drop down to the 5-minute here. Now what I want to break down for you is, especially when it comes down to 9:30 open, because again, that 9:30 open is extremely crucial for basically the rest of the day. And especially when you're using this, if you have one time where you know a reversal is going to be appearing, this is typically due to news or some sort of volatility driver. If you know that time, all you're looking to do on that day is trade during that time and catch that one manipulation leg of the day. You're not looking to catch anything else. Just one manipulation leg for that whole entire day. Okay? Now, I'm about to break down for you exactly how you're going to catch this entry and catch each manipulation day of each 9:30 open or 8:30 news driver. But before I get into that, I need to tell you that I'm hosting a completely 100% free live interactive workshop where I'm going to be breaking down all of my time and price concepts, and I'm also going to be getting into the real nitty-gritty of why you're not profitable and why you're not making as much money as you should be when you're trading. Now, I'm sure you've had multiple times where you've entered into a high risk reward trade, you've came out of it, and you've made nowhere near as much money as you should have, right? I'm going to be breaking down all of the maths and everything you need to know behind these financial markets to become profitable. And I'm not only going to be breaking down just the fundamentals and the technical analysis side, I'm going to be breaking down all the trade management and everything you need to know as an advanced trader. All of the links and to apply for that, there's only 100 spots left, and 75 of those have already been taken, as I've already announced it to my community. There are only 25 spots remaining, and if you are serious about trading, the link is down in the description. So now back to how you're going to be catching your entries instead of each manipulation leg. As you see here, the 9:30 open sits right around here, right? Now this is what we're going to be doing, because this is going to be our major part here. It's going to be the confirmation of our CSD. How do you know a CSD is taking place, and at which price level will our reversals actually be taking place? So, for this we're going to be sitting on our 5-minute chart. This is typically going to be a chart that's going to be giving our most high probability confirmations, And this is what's going to be giving us some really nice wicks to play from, to be able to tell where we're going to be drawing to and when this actual CSD has been taking place. So, what we see here is we have a little 930 Judas up, and then we have a Judas down, and then our real move takes place. Now this is what I call a double Judas, okay? We usually have one small Judas up, a larger Judas down, and then the real move back up, okay? Now this is what most ICT traders struggle with most, identifying these double Judas swings before they appear. Now this all comes down to time and where the 930 lands relative to your time projections for the day. Okay? So if you don't understand time projections, just ignore that for now. But if your 930 forms as double Judas swing, which again is very hard to tell beforehand if you're just a regular ICT trader, because ICT never talks in depth about time. Right? You hear him talking all this about PD arrays, all this about order blocks, you never hear him talking in depth about time. The only thing he really talks about is macros, right? You need to go so much deeper into time because it basically lays out the whole day for you from the very, very beginning, right? So, how can you determine these double Judas swings without using time projections? It all comes down to the CSD type. What you'll notice is when this 930 opens, we only reach into one singular Tapda projection line, right? We only reach into this one here. This one here is the -2. Now when this -2 gets hit, this forms our first Judas, which then comes down, and then we reach down into -2.75. The price level itself isn't too important. What is important is what happens after we reach these price levels. Now you'll notice that this is our last quarter here, right? Now what this last quarter does for us is it forms our SMR. Of course you don't know this as it's happening, but then what you'll see is that we draw up above this line here, which is our reversal, this projection here, and this projection here. So you can see that we've invalidated 3 Tapda projection lines for our reversal within one 5-minute candle, right? So we've closed above 3. This is our reversal and double confirmation, okay? So keep this in mind. For a reversal to take place and a CSD to be confirmed, you want to be seeing 3 lines being invalidated. 1 is your reversal, and the 2 above your reversal. Okay, or below your reversal if it's going to be a bearish CSD. Now you'll see this is actually beneath the 930 open. Now again, most ICT traders are going to be seeing this and they're going to be waiting for that closure above our 930 open. What do you know? Your CSD is taking place before the 930 open. So you've been able to see this CSD take place before any other ICT trader, right? Because if you're a regular ICT trader, again, you need these sort of highs here to get closed above. Your CSD is taking place way before that. Simply just utilizing these type of projections that I'm showing you right here. Now the next thing, where do we draw to? Because again, we have plenty of lines here. Where can we actually be drawing to? Very, very simple, okay? All we're going to be doing is going up to our very first half, okay? What I mean by that is all of these down here are quarters, right? Quarter, 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 quarter. Our first half sits up here, right? So, if you are looking for sells, if you're looking for sells, So it's going to get hard. This is going to be hard to remove all this. If you're looking for sells, your first target is going to be this minus 3.5. If you're looking for buys, your first target is going to be minus 1. Okay? It's that simple. Just depending on where that 930 opens up, you can basically just have your bias right there and then. Same thing goes for 830. When you have an 830 news driver, you look for the exact same profiles as I showed you right here. Okay, so then what would your trade look like? As soon as you get the closure above here, you're long, with your stop beneath this line right there, and your target being the minus 1 right here. Okay, simple as that. As you can see, the reversal here appears here. We draw back into the quarters. Now, these Tapda projection lines are only valid for the hour, right? So what you want to be doing is, if we come into the 10 a.m. hour, then you want to be drawing a brand new lines for that 10 a.m. hour. And you can basically rinse and repeat. So if the reversal does not appear during the 9:30 to 10 a.m. window, then you're going to be drawing out a new Tapda projection from the 10 a.m. candle to be 10 a.m. to around 10:20 for your reversal to appear. If it does, then you'll know, because your CSD would have taken place within one of these quarters here, within this price range, from one of these, and would have closed above 3, right? So, this is how you can confirm CSD ahead of time with these types of projections. What I want to be showing you is that you don't need to be catching a trade every single day with these. All you're waiting for is a high probability 930 Judas swing. These manipulation legs are extremely crucial, right? Now, earlier I was speaking about time projections. What on earth is a time projection? Time projections are all got to do with my DLS sequence. So what my DLS sequence is you can project time into the future to then give you A, M, D, and another fractal ahead of time on a fractal scale, so you know exactly when manipulation is going to be taking place, when the distribution of the day is going to be taking place, and also the exact nodes at which the high, the low, and major swings of the day will be taking place. There are only 5 major reference points for every single day, right? And only 2 or 3 of those will form major swings. How do you know which ones are going to form the major swings? Or depends on which time you reach those nodes at. At the very start of the day, you've already got the whole profile for the rest of the day. So if you're interested in learning the DLS sequence, I've got the link in the description for you to be interviewed to see if you're going to be a viable student for that mentorship. I've only got 3 more spots left for the next 3 months for my one-to-one mentorship. So if you're looking to learn that, you need to be fast, otherwise you're going to have to wait another 3 months to join. Okay, now let's go into another day here. Let's talk about this 930 over here. Why not? What we're going to do is we're going to drag the 9 a.m. candle from the previous day and drag it all the way down. Now again, this one's a little bit different, because in this one, our reversal, as you can see, our 9 a.m. candle sits over here. Our 9 a.m. candle doesn't reach into any of the quarters, okay? Now, if a 9 a.m. candle doesn't reach into any of our quarters, we do not take any trades, okay? It's as simple as that. So now let's talk over another example quickly. Inside of this candle here, let's take this this one over here. Especially the ones that inside the previous day form major reversals, typically on the next day it's also going to form a major reversal. So let's take this 9 a.m. candle over here. Now, in this case, we see that we have huge projections. This is a time where we want to be taking the bodies. Usually when the wicks are far larger than the bodies, then you only want to be taking the bodies here, right? So if the candle is absolutely massive and the projections reach where you know price will never reach to, only take the bodies of that projection candle. That will give you the accurate projections for that next upcoming day. Right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to drop down into the 5 minute of this candle. And where's the 930? Our 930 sits over here. Right, now in this case, we will see that our confirmation takes place only to the buy side, right? This is a quarter here. This is our quarter here. This is our quarter here. 1, 2, 3 projections get invalidated. Here can be your entry. Okay? Here you enter with your stop beneath the low quarter. What do you target? The very first half, which in this case is 3.5. There's your target. Right? That's all you're doing all day, every single day. Look at your quarters, wait for 3 to be invalidated, you enter on the close, stop beneath the lower quarter, target the first half. This is going to be a draw on liquidity every day. Okay? Telling me this one, or it's going to be this one. How do you know which one it's going to be? Wait for 3 quarters to be invalidated with a 5 minute close. It's as simple as that, guys. Okay? No need to overcomplicate things. As long as you know the general bias for your day, then drawing these projections out is going to be very, very simple. Okay? Extremely simple. 3 invalidations. Long, short to the first half. Rinse and repeat every single day. I want you guys to backtest this and see this happening for yourselves so you can get confident in this, so you can actually trade this in real time. Now, one more thing that's very important is, again, trade management. Trade management is going to be something that is going to be a major focus that I'm going to be going over on our live interactive workshop on the 8th of March. So I hope to see you inside of that workshop, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.